Okay, we're back. We're in Big Ideas Math, and we're in section 3.4 exercises, and we're using the distributive property. And if you remember, the distributive property is just so that I can distribute numbers either way. So usually we'll do this with, I want to know how many bags of candy I can get. I've got this many marshmallows and this many M&Ms, and I want to know how many bags I can make for a bag gift. Or I want to separate boys and girls into groups, and I want to know how many groups I can get with this many number of boys and this many girls. So with this problem right here, we have 4 times, and then we have something in parentheses, and the parentheses is x plus y. So what we know we're going to do is the 4 has already been pulled out, so what we're going to have to do is multiply it back in. So we have 4 with the parentheses x plus y, and so what we're going to do is we're going to multiply this back out, and we know that our pink represents the 4. So now what we're going to do is we're going to represent it by multiplying. We're going to have to do a 4 here and a 4 here. So here is our 4 is already taken care of, and we multiplied 4 times x, and that's going to give us 4x. Oops, sorry. Here's our 4, and this is going to give us 4x. Plus, here's our 4 again, and this is going to give us 4y, or 4y. Make sure my x looks really nice. So that's all the distributive property is. It's a real simple way of just making the numbers come back out. 4 times x is 4x, 4 times y is 4y, and again, here's our 4's, and it's just being carried over to each of our factors to make a product. Okay, and our product is 4x plus 4y, and that is our solid answer. We're going to do one more, and this time again we have the 25, and then we have x minus y, and what would happen if we pulled that out. So when we multiply this again, we're going to multiply 25 times x, which will give us 25x, and then we multiply the 25 minus y. We keep the negative, and it would be 25y, and that is our full and complete answer. Now, I gave you some delta math problems for you to practice on, as well as delta fractions from last week. So you can feel free to do both if you'd like to do some more practice on those. But this week, for today and tomorrow, for Thursday and Friday, we are going to do a bunny CSI Easter Bunny hunt and figure out who stole the eggs. All right, so here we go. Oops, sorry. Easter Bunny Mystery Math. Since we just got finished with Easter, I thought it would be fun. Time to do something a little bit more fun. So our question is, which bunny stole the golden eggs? You must figure out which suspect stole the basket of golden eggs. You must solve all 4 clues in order to figure out who the crook is. Each clue will help you get closer to solving the investigation. Each clue will decide either add alike denominators of fractions, use multiplication to decide what the secret passage said, or use conversion to decide who was strong enough to lift the eggs. Use feet and inches to decide who was tall enough to steal the eggs. Meet the suspects. One of these suspects stole the golden eggs. You must use each clue to determine who the culprit is. After each clue, come back to the page and cross out the suspect to help determine who stole the basket of golden eggs. So if you know that that person's name is on it, you know they can't be the one. Now what I would do is I would pause this after a moment so that you can write down the bunnies' names. There's Alex, Ryan, Susie, Timothy, Sarah, and Miley. Clue number 1. The basket, ooh, this is a good one because we didn't even have any places. It doesn't even have a place or a weapon. So this is a good one. It's just going to have to solve who was the bunny. The basket of golden eggs was stolen last night. You must figure out who did it. The first clue left behind was a secret message that you must decode in order to read it. Each letter is represented by a number. Find the letter by determining the answer to the math facts. And again, pause it so you have a moment to read this again. And I love math. For those of you guys that have been trained on your reflex math, you should have no problems with these. These are super easy math facts. So what you're going to do is you're going to multiply each and find the letter for each and solve what the letter is. So for example, letter A, every time I see that, the answer is going to be 6. For B, it's going to be 3 times 4. So what I would do is get out a piece of paper and write it down. Or you can think about the letters, what they might be. And for example, 64, there's a couple of different ways I can get to 64, but one of them is the letter T. T is 8 times 8, and that's going to give me 64. So once I see 64, I can kind of plug it in here, plug it in here, plug it here, plug it here, plug, and get her going. And then I would find out what can I do for number 6 and kind of play it that way instead of going through all the numbers. Either way is simple. There was more to that message. Make sure you get that part too. And then don't forget to go back up and cross out the name. Clue number 2, which bunny has the strength? The thief managed to steal the basket of golden eggs, but how? The golden eggs weighs 3,500 pounds. The thief must have had power dust to carry the whole basket in order to steal it. Find out which suspect had enough dust by solving the equation. If they aren't strong enough, don't forget to mark them off your suspects list. 1 ounce of dust equals 100 pounds. Alex. Alex only has 28 ounces of power dust. How many pounds can he carry? So remember, 28 times 100. Ryan has twice as much power dust as Alex. How many pounds can he carry? Susie has half as much power dust as Alex. How many pounds can she carry? Timothy only has enough dust to carry 4,500 pounds. How many ounces of dust does he have? Sarah can carry exactly 3 times as much dust as Timothy. How many ounces of dust does he have? Miley can carry exactly 3,500 pounds. How many ounces of dust does she have? So for clue 3, hopefully you have eliminated 2 of our suspects. The next question is, who is tall enough? The bunny that tried to sell the golden eggs to Marty McFly was rather short. Marty said that the bunny was about 4 feet and 2 inches tall, or he could have been taller. You must convert inches to feet to see which bunnies are taller than 4 feet and 2 inches. If they are shorter, don't forget to mark them off your suspect list. Let's read this again. Marty McFly says they are really short. He says they are 4 feet and 2 inches tall or taller. So anybody that's shorter than that is off our list. They cannot be the suspect. So we have Alex is at 54 inches. Now remember, what you have to do to convert from inches to feet and inches is you have to divide that by 12 inches because there's 12 inches in a foot. So 54 divided by 12, and however many times that goes in will give you the number of feet, and whatever's left over is the number of inches. So 36 inches I'm going to do for you for Ryan. I know that 12 goes into 36 3 times, so it would be 3 feet. 3 times 12 would give me 36, and there would be nothing left over. So Ryan is 3 feet tall and 0 inches. So Ryan is not one of our suspects. He would be eliminated. And here are the rest of our suspects and their height. So if you knew what Ryan was, he was 36 inches. If I look at Timothy, that's 3 feet, and Timothy would be 3 feet and 3 inches because 39 is 3 inches taller than 36. So again, Timothy, we can get rid of Timothy right off the bat too. You may want to pause so you can figure out the rest of the math. Oh no, fractions! Detective Dave found out that the thief stole only a fraction of the eggs. He questioned each bunny to determine who knew how many eggs there were before they were stolen. If the suspect's answer is 7/8, then they could possibly be the thief. Let's find out. So now what I have to do is I have to add my numerators. And so let's take a look at this first one. 20 plus 14 is going to give me 34 over 8. Well, 34 over 8 is not 7/8. It's going to be much more than 7/8. So I know that's not it. 17 minus 10, huh? So my 8 is my denominator. I keep that the same. 17 minus 10, Ryan could be the suspect. Let's keep looking and see if there's anybody else. And you're in luck. All of them have 8s at the bottom in the denominator. So you're really lucky because they made it super easy for you. All you have to do is add or subtract the numerator at the top, and you are golden. So take a moment to pause and finish your math and see if there's anybody left. Because some of these guys you can eliminate right off the bat. So easy, so fun. So now we have an answer key. And I'm going to stop us right there because what I want you to do is I want you to figure it out. Take a moment to look at your time and see how long you've been on here. And I want a recording of who did it. You can Class Dojo me and how long did it take you. All right, good luck, guys. See you soon. Bye.